Hi, fourth graders. It's Mrs. Thomas. Just wanted to check in with you guys to tell you what a great first day we had. Here it is after school. All your students have left for the day. We did a nice job keeping our masks on. We're working a little bit on our distancing as we're walking in the hallways, but they did a really nice job at their desks. The day seemed to go by really fast. I wanted to check in with you guys to share some of the things that the kids are bringing home tonight and give you some reminders for school on Tuesday. So we will not see your students tomorrow. We will not see them on Monday. So with them tonight, they have an assignment book. Inside their assignment book, they have March, look at Thursday, August 20th, and it will have the assignments that they're gonna work on tomorrow and work on Monday, since they will not be at school till Tuesday. They also have a homework folder coming home. In their homework folder, there are several papers on both sides of their folder, so this is just an example of what you'll see inside your students. So I just wanted to go over some of the things that are inside there. So one thing you will see in your students folder is to bring the rest of your school supplies. If your student has not brought their school supplies, all of them yet, I know I requested only half of them today. If they've not brought the rest of them, they can bring the rest of them on Tuesday when they come back to school. You also have a copy of our discipline handbook in there. Your students signed off on that electronically today. You as parents signed off on it electronically during registration. You have a note from me reminding you guys talking to you guys about the homework folder. So homework folder has homework in it. It also has important notes in it. Anything that the students do as homework or any important notes that I ask you guys to fill out and return come back in the homework folder. So the homework folder comes back to school every single day. Make sure that happens. And then I've got a welcome packet. If we would have had Meet the Teacher in person, this is what your welcome packet would look like. There's all sorts of information in there about supply lists. Star Student of the Week, we do have snack time in our classroom. I know that's my fault. I didn't tell students that in my Meet the Teacher video. So they are allowed to bring snacks every day. We have our last lunch period, so we don't have lunch till 12:25. So I definitely encourage students to bring snacks, and we have those in the morning. I'm gonna be posting some pictures on Twitter. I took some pictures today. So if you're not following us on Twitter, I know a few of you guys have, please go ahead and follow us, and I'll post pictures of some of the stuff that we did in our classroom today. We also have a classroom website. I'm gonna show you that in a few minutes because I have all of our Meet the Teacher paperwork electronically if you don't want to keep the paper copies that I sent home, but I've got those just in case. Also coming home, all of the Meet the Teacher paperwork that I typically send home, there's paper copies. I have information about progress reports. If you'd like progress reports emailed weekly, you'd fill out this blue form. This is optional, it's up to you if you want progress reports to see your students' grades every week. Just give me an email address and then send that paper back. I also have an information please sheet here, information all about you and your students. Please make sure you fill that orange sheet back and return it. I also have information about our homework policy and information about our classroom management plan. On the back, there's room for parents and students to sign. I already went over our classroom management plan with students. We'll talk more specifically about homework here next time we see them in the classroom on Tuesday. So these are papers that should be filled out and returned. There's also an option to fill this paperwork out online. So let me flip my camera around and I'm gonna show you. If you'd rather not do the paper copy, if you wanna do electronic, you can fill them out on my website. So here I am at thomasfourth.weebly.com. If you go to Meet the Teacher, there's my Meet the Teacher video here if you haven't had a chance to watch it. All the paperwork that I'm asking you to fill out is also online. So the information please sheet is a form, so you just click on the green link and fill out the information please sheet. At the bottom, you'll submit it. You also have our classroom management plan. You have an electronic copy of it, and you also have our homework policy that has an electronic copy as well. So feel free to review that. Our progress report is an optional something that students fill out or that parents fill out if you want the progress reports emailed to you weekly. So you'll click on each of the green links, and then at the bottom, there's an electronic sign-off form that proves that and shows that you read each thing, and it will electronically sign it so you don't have to worry about the paper copies. I also have a copy of the welcome packet down here. Again, that would replace the paper copy here that I sent home. So you can choose to fill out the Meet the Teacher paperwork either by doing it on my website or you can fill out the paper copies I sent home with your student. So again, here's the electronic sign off. You type your student's name, say yes, the student has read the management plan, and then there's a spot for the parents to sign here. And then right down here, there is a spot to show that you've read the homework policy and the student has read it. Do you want the weekly progress report? If so, you're gonna provide me an email and then you'll submit that. So again, you can either fill out the electronic version or you can fill out the paper copies that I sent home. I'll leave it up to you as to which one you guys want to do. Okay, I'm gonna flip back around here, and then I'm gonna show a little bit of the stuff that the students are bringing home for homework. Again, they will work on it tomorrow, and they will work on it on Monday since they're not here. So one thing they'll have is they'll have a read 30 minutes. Each student brought home 1 or 2 books that they can do their reading with the reading 30 minutes, and that will be listed in their assignment book as something they should do. They also have a math page. They have addition on one side, subtraction on the other. So this is one paper that will also come back to school, just so that I can see that your student did their homework. There's a getting to know you sheet. We're gonna be making some getting to know you videos. So if your student wants to bring in things like pictures, medals, things that represent them, they can bring those things back to school on Tuesday for their Meet the Teacher video. If you'd rather they not bring something in with them, they can just talk about things in their video. They can have things, that's an option. And then also you'll see in their assignment book a journal number 2, and that's in Google Classroom. So all your students brought home a Chromebook today. Their username and password, if they don't remember it, is inside the front page of their planner. They all have a sticker. That will help them log on to the Chromebook. And when they get into the Chromebook, they will log in with Active Directory. That's the button they click and they put in their username and password for a second time. They'll get into Google Classroom. It's a green box with a little white figure in it. They click on it. And then when they get into Google Classroom, let me show you what it's gonna look like. It looks a little different on my end, but when they get into Google Classroom, it will look like this. They'll click on our Mrs. Thomas's class, and they click on the classwork tab here. Again, this is how they do journal number 2. That is their homework. They'll click right here on journal number 2, and I believe it will have their name down here, and they'll open up the journal. And they actually did a journal number 1 today in class, so they got a chance to practice this. So they'll come down here, and then this is an all about me, so they're gonna type 10 sentences that tell me all about them. When they're done with this assignment, they go back to the classwork tab up here, and then right here, it will say view assignment. They click on view assignment. And then I've got all the students on here, but there'll be a turn in button right over here. Right inside the document, right next to the share button in the student view, they'll also have a turn in button. I don't because I've got the teacher view. So just wanted to make sure that I went over a few of the things that the students had in their homework folder. And some of the things that they need to return. So on Tuesday when I see your student again, make sure that they've got their Chromebook fully charged. Make sure you have any Meet the Teacher paperwork either filled out electronically or the paper copies. Check your student's assignment book. I'm actually gonna have you guys, you will initial at the bottom of the assignment book to show that they did their homework, that they read their 30 minutes. Their journal, they'll turn that in on Google Classroom. And they'll bring back that math paper. Also, they want to make sure the lanyards that were sent home, that their masks are on. They want to make sure they have their lanyards every day. So when we take our mask breaks and take them off, it hangs around their neck and they don't have to put it down on their desk. Okay, families, again, it's been a wonderful day today. I was so excited to meet your students. I think they were very happy to be here as well. So I look forward to seeing them again on Tuesday. If you have any other questions, please just send me a message on Remind. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.